Now we have to see what the choice is going to be for VP going into this pistol round. We see the buy unfolding here. And so far, 2 Kevlar, 3 Kevlar. We might have a 4th. Yeah, Snacks goes for the Kevlar as well. So just brute force method coming in here from VP.
Got one smoke. They're just saying we're going to block off one choke point and just explode on you. And all 5 heading very, very quickly towards connector. Hiko spots one out. Is he going to be ready for this pressure? He's got no backup and he's got to run so far. No cover, but Pasha can't land the shots.
How is that possible? Dunk nade as well. No, they dodged the damage somehow. Pasha's still alive somewhere around here, but they are going to be just charging through right below the balcony. Nitro turns around, nearly takes out Pasha, but the damage is done. VP, they have a man advantage and should be able to pick up the bomb and get that bomb planted. It's dropped behind the van. That's an open angle. He should be able to get it. Adren gets spotted out. He gets caught, and now it's going to be between Elige and the remaining 3 Virtus Pro members. Elige, nice headshot to start. A second one as well. And it's going to be now him versus Neo, the legend. Bomb planted for Neo as well, and he gives away his position, but this is just fantastic. 3 headshots for Elige, just like that. The retake happens, and he has a kid as well. A quad kill on the pistol for the young star.
Elige is a beast right now. A 1-on-3 victory. You just see in Tad's face. He doesn't want to say anything. He's just like, how do we give up that round? That is incredible that Elige pulls that off. 3 very nice shots and a kit to boot.
Max did everything that he could as well. We got that in the replay there.
That peek is not necessary.
Yeah, the Ollie getting caught, and Neo as well, just facing so early on when the bomb is ticking. I'm really surprised. This is like confidence, I think, on VP's part. They're like, everything's gone so well in this pistol round to begin with. We're just going to roll them, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, if you give these guys the chance, it's aim. That's what they're known for. You give them the chance to land those headshots, and they're going to take it.
Yeah, the talented youngsters of Team Liquid. I mean, Elige is only, I think, like 17 or 18.
18, yeah. I think Kirby is the only 17-year-old in the tournament playing for Team Dignitas, but Elige, I believe, is 18.
Well, yeah, you believe in now. A lot of people are going to believe in Elige moving forward from here. This is a great breakout performance from him.
Oh, yeah. First map of the tournament for him, and he's doing, well, an excellent job. But now we get into the second round here. It has been the buy and a force buy as well from Virtus Pro with the pistols and the Tech 9s. They get the Kevlar there. Snacks taking out Elige, so we might have cursed him a little bit there, Moses. VP will get the bomb plant on this site. Fugly's going to put the pressure on with the P90. He gets 2 kills, in fact, and now comes out of Pasha. Made a little bit of a step there, but Fugly, he's just completely annihilating the team here. Pasha's going to be the only man alive. And from what looked like a great position for VP, it completely falls apart. Liquid, that retake was dominant.
Yeah, Fugly really saves the day, because actually, as much as you're right, we might have cursed him, but as much as we touted Elige, a little bit over aggressive from him taking that battle up on the platform when none of his teammates can spot anything. That wall of smokes, and looks like the coach almost had a heart attack that round when they get swarmed into the bomb site. I just see the entire half collapsing from here.
This real life, pinch me.
Please no, not like this.
Oh man, and yeah, this is when the P90 gets the shine. All right, hold down mouse 1, go ham. And yeah, you even got the last one with the USB. Nice work from Fugly.
That's huge too, because that's a crucial angle to grab. When that bomb's being planted, you want to have that wide angle to retake that bomb site. Gives your teammates a lot of space. They don't have to worry about so many peaks around that fountain. So it was really in play with that P90. And now a heavy drop play out of Virtus Pro.
Virtus Pro, actually, they kind of mess up the drop in the smoke. So now the timing is off, and Fugly, he must have heard some steps. That's close enough, and you can see him just ready in case they drop around. He wants to land that headshot immediately. Virtus Pro with a little bit of a fumble, and now all they have to work with is a flash, a single flash, to get them onto the site.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They're going to go right back at it, though. Fugly's rotated off, so they just kind of bait that timing a little bit. It's just going to be Nitro. He cannot eat that flash, but 3 members here. If this drop is successful, if that first player goes down, it's going to be very scary for Team Liquid, a very precarious hold.
Yeah, not ideal, especially because Elige is going to have his back exposed. This is Nitro, P90 in hand. Perfect gun to have for this situation, especially when VP, they don't really have Kevlar. There we go. Fugly spots out the first man. Bialy is down. And Trent just goes completely in. No fear from him. Nearly takes out a teammate as well. And Neo and Pasha with 2 off the plateau. Nitro gets caught. But that was a much better situation than what could have happened there for Team Liquid.
There was that small window where Virtus Pro hit it at that point. They would have only had to deal with 1 person. And good call from Liquid. I had to have been Nitro who's saying, listen, I can't watch this right now. They could already be down. Like, turn around, help me out. I got this corner. Just do the bait and switch. Works perfectly for Team Liquid. But now we're going to go into that first buy. And Virtus Pro has everything they could want. 3 Molotovs. All 5 have smokes. AK-47s across the board. And they've got to start winning because this is a 6-round lead for Team Liquid, already up at 12.
Exactly. And this needs to be a decisive win as well, because Liquid are starting to get a little bit of money to work with here. Virtus Pro, they need to keep the pressure on. They need to cut Liquid's legs out from under them right now in this round, and then it has to be what happened to Virtus Pro. Just force them into these awkward pistol rounds where they have to save or go for quasi buys. That's the key here for VP. A little bit of damage dealt to Elise already to start.
This is pretty aggressive from Team Liquid in the sense that letting Hiko basically man this entire A bomb site, this entire half of the map, all by himself for this long. We've seen matches against North American teams where Virtus Pro just runs right up mid with no respect. And if they get into that habit and Hiko's going to be the only one there, you run into a situation that pistol round and you're not going to be able to retake against AK-47s.
Now VP have a lot of space to work with. They've got control of the halls. They have control of underpass as well, and very passive hold here in response coming out from Liquid. And yeah, you're right for pointing that out. There's no utility left. Elise has a single flash nade to stop any kind of push coming through. Smoke goes down a block-off connector, and now that gets a little bit more difficult here for the North American team, and all of VP are going to go crashing onto this A site. 4 players here for Liquid, though, so that is something. With the 2 players alive on the site still, and Neo taking point already. He's leading the way. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills for VP. Could be a 4th as well, and yep, Neo with the 180 just turns around and takes the Dren's face off, and that leaves Nitro as the last man here on the B site. Well, that was perfection from VP. That's was everything going according to plan.
And that's crazy because with 4 members there, Liquid had the right read. Yeah. They just the big thing was they rotated those 2 players over from the B bomb site, but they didn't actually get out of the choke points. So when that execution came in from VP, they're smoked off everywhere. So it didn't even matter they had 4 people there. They might as well have only had 2 because those other guys in connector couldn't do anything. So that's a little bit unfortunate for Team Liquid. They had the right read on the situation, but just couldn't make it work. But you're right, VP had so much space. I mean, no pressure put on. He goes there alone, so he doesn't get aggressive whatsoever. And then when the rotation does come in, they're pretty much confined to that bomb site.
Yeah, that's the awkward place to be, because once they get close enough where they can get the, get eyes on balcony, then they get that line where you're just going to get that crossfire onto the site itself. And that's where you saw Neo go, and he was like, okay, there's balcony, check, whip around and take the man out on the site. Yeah, it's nasty stuff. They do have enough money to get a buy out of this, though, Liquid. And, yeah, there is that AWP for trend. But, again, they have to be... So, like, what happened to all the nades for Liquid, right? Did they go aggressive in anti-plateau rush where they just chucked everything?
Yeah,
VP were going to be there?
They were out at like a 1-minute mark. Yeah, it's just a little bit of fear of waiting for that explosion more than likely. Using them quickly just to make sure they don't get blown up in those first 50 seconds. But you have to be able to take some, you have to be able to be confident in that kind of a situation to have those nades later on.
I know, exactly. And just that right now, look at this. I mean, they're still really light on the nades. 4 flashes, 2 smokes. That's all Liquid have here to stop any kind of aggression coming in from VP. It'll come down to, well, the hard work of landing the shots, and Adren's going to miss the first one. Hiko decides to get a little bit closer here up in apartments. He's kind of trying to hold this angle up close in case VP try and chuck some smokes over, but right now, actually, it's kind of open.
Yeah, once again, though, they didn't have as many nades this time around to begin with, but Liquid's already down to 1 smoke that just got used onto Adren. 2 flashes with 50 seconds left. This is a tough situation in these late round executes. If Virtus Pro is catching on to this and they just keep slow playing everything, they're just going to be able to grind out the utility and be able to do whatever they want.
How did that smoke go for Adren? I think it must have gone up into apartments. Smoke clearing an underpass, though, and all of VP while they're making noise over on the A site. And there it is, pick off onto Adren. Neo doing great work. This is going to keep the man close in connector as well. That's Fugly a little bit late to get to the party over on the B site, where it's about to get underway. VP just running right in through the smoke, though, not waiting for it to clear, and Fugly takes advantage of that. But 4 players about to go crashing onto this B site for Virtus Pro. Again, though, Liquid made the right call. They have 3 players here to try and hold this off, make it expensive for VP, but Pasha starts it off strong by taking out Elige. Pico with a long-range spray duel is going to take out Bialy, though. And we're into a 3-on-3, but they've taken so much damage, Liquid. It's not done yet, though, and the time is ticking. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and they're going to start that plant. Taz is there to hold the line as well, and it goes down. VP, they found a way with literally no time left on the clock. They actually managed to force Liquid. Well, now, yeah, Taz with all 3 kills in the end.
That's just beautiful cover from Taz, because you could see Liquid, they just felt a little bit antsy. It might have been smarter for them to let plant them instead of just pounce on it, but Taz was ready for that, because with 6 seconds left on the clock, Liquid's just like, all right, this is what we got to do, last-ditch effort, let's just rush the plant and try and get the bomb down. Hiko stayed so far back in case they were successful that he could just run away. But Taz with a perfect cover. Beautifully done.
Yeah, this is all Taz, and that's a lot of faith on Snacks as well. I mean, faith, basically, he had no choice. Get that bomb down or lose the round, but still, great work there by Taz, who also individually has stepped up his game going into this major. So, a lot of talk has been about Snacks, but can't forget that Taz is sitting there with 17 frags right now.
Yeah, he's right up there with him, performing really, really well. And good faith in Snacks just to trust his teammate. You're ready. He did have to get the plant down, but just knowing, just saying, all right, Taz, this one's all on you, buddy.
There's 3 of them, and 1 of you. But
let's get the closest one.
They don't call him the Tasmanian Devil for nothing, man. They leave him alive. And well, there's the opening. Hard eco coming out from Liquid. So this is where it starts to really get in. Not only that play where maybe the more passive play would have been key. Let the bomb go down and then use that numerical advantage to just close in on the site. VP are getting closer and closer to tying things up. Still 4 rounds separating them, but already Liquid forced into a hard eco. This is not going according to plan. They want to be in the hard eco situation when they've got 13 or 14 rounds on the board.
Right, and Adren, he's going to salvage an AK-47. He's got to try and save that, and he's got enough people protecting him as well. He should be able to get away with this gun. But you mentioned it, that first gun run had to have been a decisive victory for Virtus Pro. They stayed alive with 4 people, and now they're able to build up some money. There's a second AK-47 falling. I don't think they're going to be able to salvage this, though. That 5.7 doing some work at long range, and Hiko does get it with the last bullet. He cleans out Pasha, so a little bit of economic damage is going to start digging into that bank that's been built up for VP. And Team Liquid still with the healthy lead, 12-9. It's closing slightly, and now we're going to see the op from Neo come out on the T side. Adren does not have one here. They haven't seen it yet. This might catch him off guard.
Yeah. This is where it gets really fun. And Neo, he can be one of those aggressive oppers who just like hunts for those angles as well. Hunts for those duels. But you're right, no AWP to counter. Again, kind of light on the nades. At least they have a Molotov on Adren to work with this time to try and slow down any aggressive pushes. And, well, VP, you know, they were posturing for a B rush at least. All 5 of them just barreling into that, into the hall towards long, towards plateau. But Elige now, he's got a little bit of a cheeky spot. He can set up to try and stop this push when it comes through. Especially if Nitro's there to draw the attention. And that just full flash on a Nitro, full flash onto Elige as well. He gets out of the Molotov in time, doesn't burn. Fugly's there though, taking out Neo, and Fugly with full kill. And the triple as well, but Taz is there to stop it. And then the backstab from Pasta. Falling apart now, it's going to be on Taz, the last man. Turns it into a 1v1, but still huge health lead for Hiko, and this is like the king of clutch himself. This is when Hiko excels. He's got ice water in his veins. He does not make mistakes. But with so much time left on the clock now, Taz has got options.
And you can see Hiko glancing up towards drop, but that flash is going to kind of give it away that he's not there. So Hiko play this one really well. Coming out of the doorway, he spots Taz. I don't think Taz saw him there. He's going for the big plant just to peek, and actually I think Hiko made a footstep there, so Taz has the angle, but Hiko's going to win it with the peek anyways. Beautiful one-on-one to win. That puts him up towards 13. Liquid needed that one to get back on the board, but such an expensive round. This next buy is crucial. Liquid losing 4 members there. They're in extreme danger of getting reset again, and that would just close the gap even more. And they're going to have to stabilize once again a Leisure than a UMP. We saw the damage with it earlier, but Taz going to do that twice.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's the kind of, that will be the round that really just turns everything. We were talking about jitters before. Now after a clutch like that, Hiko living up to it, doing the work for
Smoke.
He's on the team, is to win situations like Edge. 15 rounds on the board from within striking distance. If VP lose this round, they lose this round without a bomb plant. We're looking at real odds for Liquid to pick up this map, so this is it. MVP, just keep their cool. We have to, you see all those long years of experience come into play here for the Polish team.
Yeah, the money on the Virtus Pro side is out. It's gone. Everyone below $1,000. So, except for Neo at 1,200. But yeah, losing this would just be terrible. Snax is going to pop flash himself and clear out this connector. No one's peeking there. That was a round where Hiko was aggressive in those A-halls for the first time, really very early on, but fell out before any pressure got applied to him. So he really wants to play this a little bit more passively. He's found a good angle. A nice Molotov ready as the smoke clears is going to hold back VP just a little bit longer. All 5 members in these A-halls or down into danger. That's Pasha. It's still just Hiko and Adren at this A site.
Let's see, smoke's going out. Taz setting up the connector. Now do they actually commit? 35 seconds left on this clock. VP don't have any time to fake anymore. They're going to have to commit. But fresh smoke goes down here, and as it should be clearing, there might be Hiko lurking on the edge. Bialy seems to have an idea of this, though. He's holding this angle already, and as the smoke clears, he snaps. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. This is where it falls apart, perhaps, for Liquid. They are going to be able to return one, but that double kill coming in here for Virtus Pro. Man jumping off, and he gets caught out in the open by Neo. He can't do anything, Nitro, and it's going to be down to Elige. We saw what he could do with that UMP earlier. It's still a 1v3 situation here for him. It's a lot to ask when the Triangle of Doom has been set up on the B side already, or rather on the A side.
Oh, they had it on the pistol round as well, and he managed to win that one. It's pretty much very similar positions aside from Taz, who's going on a flank to try and make sure Elige can't save any kind of a gun. It's just a UMP, so it's not a huge issue, but Taz just going for throats right now. Doesn't want him to have anything. And this is going to be that economic reset.
I'm a bit surprised that Taz is willing to go for it, though. I mean, considering Virtus Pro's money is just as low as Team Liquid's right now, do you really want to be risking throwing away an AK? I mean, maybe it's like, okay, if Elige stumbles in here, great. Otherwise, I only got 16 HP, so I better be pretty far away from the bomb when it goes off.
Yeah, it's not so much a hunt as it's just let's grab that angle. See if he falls into my trap. But either way, Virtus Pro take another one away onto that A bomb site. In these situations, with those 4 kills in that round that Liquid won, it's their CT sides they've been just running out of nades. They just haven't been able to buy full kits quite yet. So Virtus.pro is keeping the economy in check, even while they're so far down. And could be another double save situation for Team Liquid. So this could get up towards 12 rounds for VP. And then down the home stretch, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to get way too close for comfort, and that's where the experience, I think, is going to weigh out for VP, where they're going to have that edge. And again, we see the smokes being used here by Virtus.pro. They're just going to go running straight onto the B site. It is a full B site stack here for Liquid, though. Elige is here with that UMP. Couple of, well, one P250 and a 5.7. But Liquid, they have a little bit of firepower to work with here.
Yeah, Legi's actually boosted up. He's going to grab that first kill on the Snacks. He got boosted up in a drop, so that's a good start. Now VP, they look like they want to commit to this. They have 2 members out wide on the platform, but every member of the Liquid is here. But Pasha's going to do some work. There's Funky with 1 more kill, so evening it up into a 3-on-3. There comes the UMP. Can't get that kill at long range. He's dealt the damage, though, and 1 member of Chicken Coop could kind of seal the deal here for Liquid. He could surprise him.
Again, Nico. And he gets the lineup as well. So much spray, and that sets it up for Elige. Neo is there, and again, we're in a 1v1. But this time, Hiko, he's at a severe disadvantage. He's only got the 5.7. He's picked up the AK, but no Kevlar, and no luck this time. Walks out, and Neo will get the kill this time around. 11-13, and what a close round again.
Yeah, Hiko had to make that play, too. In that chicken coop, everything's spammable. If you get in any kind of a gunfight, you'd have to commit to it. And with no armor and just a 5.7, he goes for the AK, but Neo, like you said, the experience. Wins out in the end with a very nice headshot. Now an up as well.
It's like Neo, Taz, I mean, obviously Pasha, but like Hiko is pretty much the most experienced player on Liquid. That's why he's going to be able to excel in those kind of situations.
I like the investment in this round from Liquid. Elige buys light armor and a UMP again. Upgraded pistols. Fugly even had some armor as well, because you'll notice they kept the damage. They did some damage that round. They kept the economy low. Bialy and Neo are at $100. Pasha's at 600.
Yeah.
So if they can keep it low again, get 2 or 3 kills this round, any win moving forward is going to reset the money for Virtus.pro. With net 13 rounds, if you can just reset the economy and get to 15 basically for free, that's huge.
Well, they're trying to change. I mean, they're saving it up again. Neo is looking to see if anybody's going to try and pull a Neo on him, try and go for some kind of aggressive information grab by pushing out through the A halls. That's just not the case right now. Liquid perfectly content to just sit back, try and let Virtus.pro walk into their trap.
Their defenses have actually been very passive, especially relative to Virtus.pro's, and they're just going for these calls, trying to grab the information and stack bomb sites, but they're not pushing for it. They're just trying to read the play as it develops. And unlike Neo, who was pushing out towards A-halls, was trying to gain that map control and able to cheat that way.
They aren't exactly making their jobs easy, are they?
No.
So, well, Nitro was able to pick up 1. He was lurking on the site, but he is gone, and this is going to be a free bomb plant now for Virtus.pro. They realize what kind of game Team Liquid were up to there. I mean, they have upgraded their pistols, Liquid, but again, no utility, well, they have a Kevlar and Fugly, but no importance, very little. So now it's going to come down to whether they can actually make it happen in this next round, Liquid. And yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there, Moses. The fact that Liquid just they're making their jobs harder by not pushing for info. They're not actually making the kinds of calls that VP were making, where VP were like, okay, we can actually have that extra man over here without any risk because Neo's pushed into mid. He's gotten us all this information on the setup.
Right, and we've seen times where Liquid's made the right call, but because they're not being aggressive for that info, they get blocked out by smokes and choke points and on the rotation, so they can't be quite as effective in cheating into the bomb sites. But either way, this is the big round right now for Team Liquid. They're going to have all the utility they need, and this is a good call. I like this call out of Team Liquid. The pause here, the tactical pause. They know this round is huge. They're going to talk things over and come up with something. The question is, are we going to see Virtus.pro switch something up in their own pause?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. VP are too savvy. Neo, sneaky guy. Snacks as well. I mean, right now it's actually pretty even across the board, it seems, for both of these teams as far as the frags are concerned. Adren is lagging a little bit behind, but everybody pretty much in the mid-teens, getting into the 20s as well there for Snacks and Elige. But you're right. I mean, VP are going to be a team that could change things up completely as well. Just go for a straight B rush. That would be actually something that they'd be willing to go for and really just try and catch Liquid off guard.
Well, this is the scary part. I don't even know if Team Liquid realizes this at the moment, but they've only won 1 gun round. 4 of their rounds, first was the pistol, a 1-on-3 win by Elige, and then the 2 anti-eco rounds, and then 1 gun round. So they actually have not been effective on this defensive half whatsoever. So good time for a pause, good time to get things calmed down, talk something over. They're going to have some Molotovs to use. They're going to have their smokes. They're going to have all their flashes. We've seen sometimes late in these rounds, and VP is getting ready for an execute, where Hiko has actually been, that round he was pushed up in that cubby right next to those A-halls. Perfect situation for a pop flash from Odren or something, but they didn't have one whatsoever. So now they have all the options available to them.
Well, I'm still curious to see. I mean, the pause can go up to 3 minutes, I believe. So it seems like everybody's readying up once again to get back into this, make it live.
Curious to see if Liquid decide to go for some kind of aggressive push, you're right, making use of the utility or just being aggressive at all. I mean, you even saw in Hiko's clutch moment when he came to the reaction cam on him where he's just like, you know, the hand motion, like, calm down, you know, calm down. You have to keep your cool in this situation now. It's all about who's going to be able to keep their emotions under control.
Right, you don't want the high moments to get you too pumped up, and you don't want the low moments to bring you down too low. The big question for me is Adren with an AWP, another big investment. Is it going to have an impact? Because we didn't see anything the last time he had it.
He's actually taking it into a Hall's aggressive. Now the question is, does he actually go full Neo and push? And Neo's ready for it as well. Neo's like,
bring it.
You know, yeah, exactly. You guys want to go for some an aggressive info take? Sure. Be my guest.
Yeah, come to dad.
And he's in position already. I mean, he's actually starting to head over towards the B hall. So it looks like, well, standard stuff here for VP. Very patient at the beginning of the round. No all-out aggression from them.
But once again, look at the utility. 1 minute left in the round. There's a Molotov and a smoke on Hiko and flashbang. So they're running very, very low, and Virtus.pro's not applying any pressure. These are just, you know, using the utility out of fear right now.
Yeah, this is the jitters again. They need to be calm again. They need to just cool off a little bit here. Bomb is with Bialy, and I'm a little scared of his position. I mean, he is pretty far forward. If he were to get picked off, that might make things a little bit complicated for Team Virtus.pro, but they're setting up with all of the nades, and Elige he peaks at the perfect time. And again, now that bomb is dropped at the end of long. They need to try and pick it up. Snax is going to pick up the one, but he's not going to get the follow-up. His teammate instead will do just that, and it's a minute advantage now for Virtus.pro going onto this site. They will be able to recover control of that bomb, but it's also perhaps given a little bit more time here for Liquid to work with. Flash goes in, and that's actually Nitro just like Hiko instead just leading the charge. He picks it up 1 for 1, and now it is going to be down to Adren. A little bit slow as far as the first and second halves have been concerned, but it's his time to clutch, and he's got that AWP. He's going to be real close, but they aren't peaking. No elementary mistakes being made here by Virtus.pro. Even with the shot being put out there by Adren trying to bait some kind of response, VP are not budging. They've got the crossfire established, and now it comes down to Posh looking for that angle, looking for a little bit of info. A little bit of an HE, a little bit of a peek, and the job is done. VP, they win that crucial round after the timeout from Liquid as well.
They play that perfectly. In that 2-on-1 situation, much like we saw him play that. It's a couple of them a little bit sketchy in the beginning of the half, but now Team Liquid, they're really reeling at the moment. It's going to be another save out of them, some upgraded pistols, but this happens a lot where we see these lesser experienced teams, the underdogs, they put up a really, really good fight, and it comes down towards the end.
That's a lack of faith as well. What we just saw in that replay. But finish your point.
I mean, they just can't close. You have to learn how to close these matches out. And Virtus.pro, I mean, they've learned that long ago. So they're just showing it to Liquid right now. And another boost up from Elige, but they're not going to fall for it twice.
A little bit of lack of faith, I think, as well. From that play where they dropped the bomb, but they're so worried, it seems, VP, or Liquid rather, the player up on Plateau who's controlling the bomb. You need to be able to trust in your teammates. I think that's the main thing, the main point that I'm trying to make here. You can't be looking at 30 places at once. You need to trust in your teammates to lock down angles so that you can focus on yours and get the job done. It is going to be Virtus.pro pressing onto the B side. No respect, even with the stack. They don't care. They're going to walk up here and get work done. Hiko is doing a good job, as always, you know, just trying to make it a bit more expensive. But it will be, in the end, 14-13. Virtus.pro 2 rounds away from securing their first map here.
Still, Team Liquid essentially getting blanked in the gun rounds in the second half. On the CT side, only winning one of them so far. So now they don't have a tactical pause. They just have to quickly figure something out. What are they going to do here? They have the losing bonus is fully in their favor. They have everything they could want again. They have 5 smokes. They have a Molotov. They have the M4s. And I'm just going to keep an eye on these utility. I want to see where exactly they're using these so quickly in this round.
And again, with the AWPs for both teams, it doesn't really seem like they're having an impact at all, though. Neither player, neither Neo or Adren have gone up in frags since they've started using these sniper rifles.
This is a good switch, though, because both these ops have been over towards that A-bomb site. Now they're going to boost up Adren. They're going to let Adren have those B-halls, which means they don't have to use smokes to block off that choke point. They want those smokes to expire so Adren can have that long angle with the AWP. Now they can cheat some players back over towards A. Actually, no one's doing it quite yet, so they have so much faith in Hiko at this A-bomb site. It's either that or a lack of faith in their defense at the B-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, they just keep getting run over on the B side, so maybe that is it. Or maybe they just willing to go for the gamble again. Do they have a lot of information to go off of? Hiko hasn't pushed into halls. He might have heard some steps, but that doesn't really give away too much. That could be one guy. And now they're falling back to the site. Extra Man is rotating over this time, getting up on a balcony. It seems that's Elige making his way over towards that A site. So they are trying to bolster the defense here, but nothing's been shown here by VP. And still a great nade count on VP, whereas 35 seconds left. Still a couple of flashes to work with here for Liquid, and actually they've done a better job of holding off on the smokes.
I don't like this though. He falls off that B platform. Now he doesn't have an early shot for information, but there's Hiko with the first kill. That's crucial because now they know it's clear, and now they're like, oh, we've been had 3 members over at the A site. Nitro's got to do some work, and he can't win out against Snacks.
And it's all going to come down to Dren. He needs to either stay alive or land the shot, and he takes out Pasha. Good start. Fugly's here as well. The cavalry has arrived, and then crossfire, but Dren doesn't need it. He picks up the second kill onto Taz, and Elige with the final one onto Snacks. 14-14, and this time Liquid make it work.
Yeah, beautiful switch up. Now the question back towards Ryan with AWP, or do they put him back in that B bomb site? So Liquid gets there just in time, and more crucially as well, they keep 3 members up, so they're not as many rebuys. Their economy is still very weak. They haven't established anything. But once again, a situation where Virtus.pro, if Team Liquid still win this, the last round is going to be a very sketchy buy for VP for both of these teams. So
it's incredible just how close it is right now between the two. Just the replay there of the last round. Both teams full bot. 14-14. Now good nades going out. And Liquid, I mean, they had nades to work with towards the end as well last round, so let's see if they can reproduce that. And they're still holding on to the incendiaries and a good number of smokes. But here's the full execute coming out from VP. They messed up the ball off to the tree, so now he's free to sit up here. Trying to pick them off as they come jumping off a plateau. Nitro to stop Snacks. Cold and Neil and Pasha getting low on HP as well. And all 5 members still alive here for Liquid. They just have to be very cool as this bomb gets planted. It has to go into the retake now. And this is communication is going to be key. Who is pushing where and at what time? But there we go. Elise just leaps. And Bialy with 2 headshots. It's a trade. And Nitro, though, does pick up 2 to bring it back. Neil still alive on the plateau, and we're into a 2-on-2 hold now for VP on the site, and Taz, he did it before, not this time, and Dren is there to take him, and Neo falls as well. Liquid, they have the time, they both have kits, and they will be picking up the 29th round.
Oh, huge round, beautiful retake. Oh, they stayed so passive away from those smokes, just let it expire, because that wall from VP was beautiful. It covered everything in that bomb. So get the ball planted, but they can't hold it back. So many nades left in that retake, so doing it as the stretch, the closing stretch of this match, Liquid's done a much better job holding onto their nades. They had Molotovs, they had smokes and flashes to work with. And a couple baits set up really well. Elise just rushes in first, gets killed, and they're able to trade him off relatively quickly. And from there, it's just well done from Hiko and Dren. And they're the 2 players who survive into the late round to win those situations. So that's exactly how Liquid wants these rounds to play out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And well, now it's going to put the pressure on VP. They go for a buy. They still have 4 rifles and a Tech 9. Overtime, definitely a risk here for Liquid, and you're talking about, learning how to close out maps. This is it, the moment, the make or break moment for Liquid.
If this goes to overtime, I don't think Liquid can do it. They need to win out right here.
Exactly, it's all in this round because you're right, and it is that tendency as well. Once you get to overtime, the more experienced team prevails because it's a totally different circumstance. Again, different kind of pressure. Let's see, 4 players on the B side early on as the minute mark ticks past. And now they start rotating an extra man back towards A. VP, they have the nades necessary for an execute onto the A side if they want. Snacks actually thinking about throwing that smoke to cancel out that Molotov, but he isn't going to give away his position. And now Hiko might be a little worried here. Is there somebody close? Flash goes off, ineffective. Hiko goes leaping in, point blank into the Tech 9, but Fugly's there to trade. And Fugly getting close, but he's going to get flanked. And Pasha's there to take the fight straight up, and Dren will take out Taz, though. But Bialy right back into it. The trade frags, they're going VP's way. Liquid are now down a player. Elige and Nitro are the last 2 alive here for the CT side, and that bomb has just been planted on the A site with all 3 players alive here for VP. All comes down to the timing. Now, who's landing the shots? Elige, he's been doing fantastic work so far, but he's down to half HP. Good flash there to give Neo the chance to dart under balcony as well. So now there's a backstab component here that Liquid have to worry about it. Neo's there, got Nitro, takes out Elige, and it is going to be the first overtime that we have so far in the group stage.
Hiko's got to be so frustrated his Molotov does not reach Snacks in that corner. He knows he doesn't get flushed down. He's just like, man, now it's his trouble. It was a nice pop flash from Fugly to help him out, but Snacks just peeks at the right time and it just barely blinds him. That kill was crucial onto Hiko. Yeah. And as well, he even goes further than that. He even gets more damage out onto Fugly, brings Fugly down to 20 HP, and it's just an easy cleanup. So Virtus.pro, even though there was 3 members at the same bomb set, they just steamed through the defense. Snacks, on the other hand, is putting up huge numbers for their team. Unfortunately, Liquid, they get to 15. They give themselves a great shot at stealing this match away. going to be tough.
Exactly. It just seems like time and time again, once you get into overtime, it's a totally different set of circumstances. You get the full buy right off the bat, and, well, experience plays such a big in it, because now you have to, not only do you have to know how to close out the overtime, how do you take, they don't crack under pressure, VP.
Especially Team Liquid in that second half, who could never get have to worry about the nades so much because they can just rebuy. The question is the putting into the 8 worth enough in this overtime? Because we've only seen it be effective for a Dread like 1 or 2 rounds in this half.
In Grand, I think that's why we're asking this question, is because effective was on that key and got the 2, but then we didn't really see it again, did we?
Yeah.
So
well, even for Neo, was it even worth it for Neo on the defense?
Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so. It seems like, I mean, you have Neo kind of hanging around in these angles, just hoping to be able to pick somebody off from Liquid, but that's only going to work if Liquid are playing aggressive. And Liquid just have been holding so passively that Neo never gets the opportunity to go for a kill, or to pick somebody off, right? If it's going to revolve around the quick executes, the big explosive plays a la VP, you kind of have to go for the full rifles. And yeah, we are seeing that change already. Adrenaline wheel.
Definitely, but look at the Liquid side. It's 5s to work with. EP doesn't pick up an anti-threat deal as well either. When look at this, very aggressive towards this B bomb site, it looks like, but they're not going to commit to any kind of really fast play. They throw their nades, they throw their smokes to block any kind of aggression out of Liquid, but it's going to be boosted up anyways. And here comes the execution very quick with one player working over into A.
This is a totally different change of pace. They've thrown a lot out onto this plateau, and there we go. Pasha just goes charging through straight onto a Liege. He gets picked off immediately, and now VP has some options. They might be thinking about wrapping up onto A. They go through connector with the bomb, and this is going to be big. Neo's already lurking in underpass. He can catch that backstab rotation coming in from Nitro from the B site. If Neo gets that kill, oh, this is big now. 4-on-4, and the bomb is going to get planted for Virtus Pro. Where is the threat?
They're in a leash. They're taking so long even getting into these double doors. Nice trade. There's Taz picking off one as well, but it's a 2-on-3. Virtus Pro don't have great post-plant positions, but Hiko's got to find some really cool kills here. He's got to come up massive in this flanking.
Yeah, he is so good at it. Might get that. Follow this server, Hiko. Sit down. Gets the double kill as well. 16-15, and the key round 1 for Virtus Pro. That's going to put Team Liquid in the hole. They can full buy this round, Moses, but if it goes to 3, I mean, it will go to 3, but if VP win this next one, they're going to be in very deep trouble.
Right. Even if they have a Wakanda, we are seeing the up buy out of the Dren. No nades on him, just light armor and just snacks, just clotheslines. He just has no joy, Hiko.
And Hiko probably, for a split second there, he's probably like, yes, he's not looking my way, and then Snacks is like, no.
That's just another passive situation for Team Liquid where, oh, look at this Molotov going to prevent that boost, but actually the Dren doesn't take too much damage, he just falls away off it, but it's done its job.
Yeah, instant smoke there as well. So Pasha's going to be able to clear out these angles, but again, Virtus Pro, they're just totally changing up the pace. Now there's the lack of respect is being shown. They don't care. They're just going to go in here, get aggressive on Liquid, put the pressure on as much as possible, and Pasha actually getting shot by his teammate there. Neo strung a little tight. Fair trade so far. Dren finally coming into play with that AWP. So it is a 3-on-3 retake scenario now for Liquid, and they are knocking on that bomb site as the bomb gets planted, so they have plenty of time to play with here. Comes down to communication now. They have a smoke, a Molotov, and a flash to work with as well. They actually have some utility going into this. But it's just going to be straight shots, straight duels, and you run right into Snacks. Nitro gets caught. They're going to save it. Yeah, they really do. This AWP, I mean, the Dren is taking a huge risk. They're risking the wallbang.
Leech is going to get that kill, and that man propped him forward, and that's a little bit scary because there's just a nice setup from Virtus Pro in post play. Now a Dren, no option. No kit on him as well. He probably could have picked one up if he somehow manages to find some of those miracle kills, but just Liquid getting brutalized in this overtime now. And you're exactly right. No respect. Something that's been happening at this A bomb. So we've talked a lot about how Virtus Pro is able to just overrun this B defense time and time again in regulation. Even in regulation, dating back even to the terrorist pistol round that Virtus Pro had. They get up into that A bomb site so quickly. That defense is so weak that they get a player underneath the balcony so fast. And that's what happens when those rotates from Team Liquid come in. Where do you go? Because headshot angle to pop up. Prime position. And that's just defense planned out by Liquid at the moment. Hiko just playing this solo a lot of times, relying on those rotations to come in, and the timing's just not going their way.
They aren't really changing anything up. Again, This time, though, it's not a full committal. They didn't really go out onto Plateau, but they did kind of give the opportunity there for Pasha to try and take a peek if he wanted to. But enough nades there from Liquid to be able to stop that aggressive take of Plateau, but now Pasha's been boosted up. He's looking for a deep hold. The Liege has shown that he likes to go into the back corner, so that's what Pasha's looking for.
This is just too many times throughout this match that Liquid's allowed Virtus.pro to have whatever they want on their terror side. There's no one contesting danger stairs. There's no one contesting these A-halls. No one contesting any kind of connector. So Neo, he's in here with an AWP, and he's all alone, and he doesn't feel anything whatsoever.
Too far back, and well, Snaps is there to open things up. He takes out a Liege, launch from drop, I believe. Fugly's going to be there to take one back, but then he gets caught by Taz again. Virtus.pro moving in pairs, buddy system in play, and now it's going to be Nitro getting caught. Adren and Hiko, the last two alive here from Liquid to stop a perfect half from VP. A 2-on-4, and they go back there and check. Just make sure that Hiko isn't lurking in the head out this time. It's going to be Pasha instead, just charging forward. He takes the fight straight up with Hiko, and it's going to be Adren trying to barrel through this smoke. He's right on the edge of it, but Virtus.pro, they don't have to take any risks.
Right, Snacks just showed up to play this overtime. When they need it, a star player just comes out from the first round on, and this round it's just one entry kill, but it opens up that B-bomb site completely. Dren's got to go for this. No kit, but he's got to find Pasha. This is such a hard spot to clear with that AWP. He's know he's got to bait out a peek from Bialy, and now look at this, they're just toying with him. A perfect way to juggle aggression. They eliminated 3-0 in the first half of overtime for Virtus.pro, and they're on the verge of surviving a scare early on.
Absolutely. Right, one more round is all that's necessary. It's the first and 19 in this kind of scenario here. So we'll see. There's a little bit of time to talk things over as you go into the next half here for Team Liquid. I mean, they're the ones who have to really take a deep breath. Or I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know, ghost pepper and vodka time. You know, do something to fire yourself
right?
up. Like, get going. Because you are on the edge right now of just dropping down into that lower match.
Ghost pepper and vodka. Is that what
Who was it that was
fires you
talking
up?
about that yesterday? Where it was like, you know, you take a shot of ghost pepper and vodka.
That sounds awful.
It does sound really awful, doesn't it? But oh yeah, there you go.
This is just, this is going to have to be a Liege is going to have to step up once again. And this is a nice matchup. Nitro's had some really nice entries on the T side. And that's the thing. When you talk about the success of Liquid, they've looked so good in this match, but it's all come from their Terra side. Their CT side really didn't give us too much promise, but it's this T side where this is entirely possible for them. But they've got to have Nitro come back. They've got to have a Liege get some of those stellar kills.
Yeah, 9 rounds, 9-6 in regular time. So I mean, regulation, I guess. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Elige, I mean, Elige has maintained the pace. He's sitting on nearly a 30 bomb. He's trailing behind Snacks, but yeah, it's a bit of a stretch here, especially considering, you know, the lack of experience on this team as we've been, you know, we can't probably the favorite team in this match. In these kinds of things, you have to give them the edge. You have to give them the advantage. And so Liquid being 3 rounds down, they're on the edge. They need a perfect half. That's a lot stacking up on a bunch of young players.
That's a lot to ask for.
We're not going to throw them under the bus quite yet. They're making full use of the switch time, and so Liquid right now, it is going to come. I mean, Hiko, he did kind of show up as well in this second half. He had his moments, but now it's the time to prove yourself here. Look what Liquid made.
The big thing is Liquid going to be? Oh, look at the auto
what?
buyout just right off the bat. Pasha just wants to end it.
What were we saying about lack of respect again?
Yeah, this is down to 2,200. This is.
I mean, if you lose this round, Pasha, you realize what happens.
Yeah, this is the opening though for Liquid. If they could punish this buy out of Pasha, then all of a sudden they've got a big advantage moving forward.
Okay, he didn't use it in regular time, so maybe Liquid won't expect this.
He goes back in this position where he punished Neo. He wants to punish that push. He knows if he can just give him one kind of advantage. Doesn't want to lose to that kind of an actually when they're just on to give up. So take no risks. Liquid playing it very safe, very passively.
It looks to me like VPM are going to fall for the same trap twice. This time Neo isn't going for the aggressive push. He's checking an underpass real quick, but instead they've elected to just wait and see Virtus.pro. They're going to make Liquid sweat. And Liquid right now, they're also holding very just hoping to step on V9.
Throwing smoke.
No, the missteps are over. VP's not making missteps anymore. We haven't seen one in quite some time.
I keep thinking, you know, is Neo going to get aggressive? Is he going to try and go into underpass? But there's no reason to take that risk. Team Liquid are the ones who are showing nerves right now, so if you make their lives more difficult, this could be it. Neo's rotating over towards the B site. Now bomb is up on plateau, about to make its way there.
They haven't committed, though, and Taz is there to stop Elise from pushing in from underpass. There's the rotation coming in from Neo. He takes out a Dren. Effective trade here for Virtus.pro so far, and there is a little bit of an over-rotate at me, but it's still a 2-on-2, and Pasha's still here with the Scar 20, and Fugly's about to get a pretty rough surprise. There it is. Pasha not even taking a point damage. And what do you do now, Liquid? What is the answer? You take a bullet to the face, you sit down, and Snacks is there to pick up the last kill. Perfect overtime half for VP, 19-15 the final score, and we had a little bit of hope there for North America. They had the flags, but you know, they fell on them this time.
And like, let's not take anything away. That's a very, very good match at Team
Yeah.
Liquid, especially to open this tournament up.
Really
But,
impressive.
You know, the analysts